In the annals of Islamic history, there exists a profound discussion that has echoed through the ages. Let's explore this timeless conversation and discover the insights that have captivated generations of scholars. Join us as we delve into the depths of knowledge and uncover the wisdom contained within these ancient debates. What is time? How long will the world last? From the words of great scholars to prophetic traditions, the chronicles of al-Ṭabarī explore the profound mysteries of time, creation, and the world's final moments. Join us as we uncover these timeless discussions. Let's embark on a journey to understand the concept of time. In the early days of Islam, scholars grappled with defining time, its nature and its boundaries. How should they measure it? Was time eternal, or did it have a beginning and an end? How could it be measured in the absence of a universal standard? These questions sparked lively debates among the early Muslims, each seeking to comprehend the true essence of time. One perspective, advanced by those who believed in an eternal time, argued that time had no beginning and would never end. It simply continued endlessly in one direction. On the other hand, another camp firmly believed that time was finite, created at a specific moment and destined to cease existing after a predetermined period. This divergence in opinions reflected not only the complexities of comprehending the abstract concept of time, but also the deep theological implications it carried. For if time had no bounds, did that suggest a reality without limitations? And if time was limited, what lay beyond its end? The discussions were intense, passionate, and wide. Scholars delved into religious texts, philosophical treatises, and even personal experiences in search of clues. They debated whether time could be measured in divine years, which might differ significantly from human perception, or if it could only be quantified through human lifespans, which were inevitably limited. Amidst these discussions, a consensus began to emerge. Time, they realized, was a creation, a divinely ordained system designed to govern the cycles of life, death, and the unfolding of history. This understanding brought a sense of order to an otherwise perplexing concept, grounding it within the framework of a purposeful creation. It provided a structure by which the vastness of eternity could be navigated, offering hope for those seeking to live in harmony with the rhythm of existence. However, the question still remained: how long was this created time frame to last? Here the opinions of the scholars diverged once again. Some firmly believed that the duration of the world was precisely calibrated, lasting 6,000 years, while others argued for a slightly longer span, 6,100 years. Each number represented not just a unit of time, but a distinct interpretation of the world's purpose and trajectory. The debate intensified when Ibn Abbas, one of the key authorities in Islamic history, entered the discussion. His teachings added a new dimension to the ongoing conversation, asserting that an astounding 6,200 years had already elapsed since the creation of the world. He went further, declaring that the final age had commenced, intensifying the need to understand and prepare for the remaining time. Ibn Abbas's perspective shifted the focus from a theoretical discussion about the length of time to a pressing question about how to live within the context of a world that was potentially in its final stages. His insights served as a catalyst, propelling the conversation into new realms and highlighting the urgency of living a life in accordance with divine teachings. Amidst this backdrop, the Prophet Muhammad's words carried profound significance. He likened the remaining time of the world to the brief period between the afternoon and sunset prayer, emphasizing that the world was in its final moments. This powerful metaphor underscored the fleeting nature of time and the urgency of spiritual reflection and preparation. It served as a constant reminder that life on earth was a temporary state, urging people to make the most of their time and align their actions with divine will. The ensuing discussions were not merely academic exercises. They had profound implications for how people viewed their lives and their responsibilities. As scholars like Abu Hisham ibn Bashar and Wahb ibn Munabbih engaged in these debates, they sought to harmonize various prophetic sayings, divine scriptures and historical accounts to form a coherent understanding of the world's duration. They wanted to know how much time remained and what that meant for the course of human history. Such inquiries were not isolated intellectual pursuits. They were integral to the very fabric of Islamic thought, shaping the way Muslims understood eschatology, divine order, and their place in the grand scheme of existence. The pursuit of knowledge about the world's lifespan became a cornerstone of Islamic scholarship, influencing not only theological debates, but also legal, moral, and social discourse. The quest to understand the remaining time of the world serves as a testament to the human desire to comprehend the unknown. It reflects our innate curiosity about the mysteries of existence and our longing to find meaning within the tapestry of time. However, in the midst of these temporal contemplations, a fundamental discrepancy emerged between human perception of time and divine understanding. This distinction was particularly evident when examining the concept of a day in the eyes of God. The Quran presents a reality that challenges conventional human understanding, stating that a single day in God's reckoning can be equivalent to 1,000 years, or even as long as 50,000 years. This revelation introduced a profound complexity into the discussion about the world's lifespan. If a divine day could encompass such vast stretches of time, then the traditional calculations based on human years seemed woefully inadequate. This realization prompted a re-evaluation of established beliefs and calculations, forcing scholars to confront the limitations of their own perspectives. It raised fundamental questions about the nature of time itself, challenging them to consider whether their understanding of time's passage was truly accurate or merely a limited human construct. This disparity between human and divine chronologies highlighted the fallibility of human reasoning. Confronted with the infinite nature of the divine, it underscored the need for humility in the face of the unknown and the inadequacy of human systems of measurement when dealing with the complexities of the cosmos. Moreover, this revelation had profound implications for how the world's lifespan was calculated and interpreted. If a single day in God's reckoning could span thousands or even millions of years, then the notion of the world's imminent end based on fixed timeframes appeared increasingly ambiguous. It forced a reassessment of prophetic predictions and historical analyses, reminding scholars that their understanding was limited by the confines of human perception. Nevertheless, some scholars, including those venerated for their wisdom, held steadfast to their beliefs regarding the world's lifespan, despite the introduction of the concept of divine days. They continued to argue that the world would come to an end after a specific number of human years, often citing prophetic traditions as the basis for their calculations. This unwavering stance reflected not only their commitment to their theological interpretations, but also their confidence in the accuracy of their readings of prophetic texts. For these scholars, the numerical predictions served as a source of certainty in an otherwise uncertain world, providing a tangible framework within which they could understand the complexities of existence. Their adherence to these predictions offered a sense of stability, allowing them to navigate the challenges of reconciling human understanding with the vastness and mystery of divine time. Despite these differing viewpoints, there was a general consensus among many scholars that the final days would be marked by significant transformations, both natural and spiritual. They believed that these changes would serve as clear indicators that the world was nearing its end. One of the most commonly cited signs was a general loss of faith and righteousness among humanity. They believed that as the world drew closer to its end, people would become increasingly disobedient, leading to widespread corruption and a decline in morality. This prediction served as a warning, urging individuals to remain steadfast in their faith and resist the temptations of a world consumed by materialism and sin. They also believed that natural disasters and celestial events would play a pivotal role in signaling the end times. Eclipses, earthquakes, floods, droughts, and other cataclysmic occurrences were seen as disturbances in the natural order, indicating that the balance of the world was shifting. These predictions highlighted the fragility of human existence and the unpredictable nature of the world, emphasizing that it could change dramatically in an instant. The scholars also emphasized the importance of paying attention to omens and dreams as potential indicators of the end times. They believed that certain dreams or visions could serve as messages from God, providing glimpses into the future or warnings about impending changes. This belief encouraged individuals to cultivate a strong connection with God through prayer and introspection, believing that such a bond could enhance their ability to interpret these signs. Moreover, the emergence of specific individuals, such as the Mahdi and the return of Jesus, were seen as critical events that would occur before the end of the world. The Mahdi, a messianic figure in Islamic, was believed to be a righteous leader who would guide humanity during the latter days. Similarly, the return of Jesus was considered an essential part of the prophetic narrative, marking a significant event before the end of time. These beliefs infused the concept of the end times with a sense of anticipation, offering hope for a period of justice and righteousness under the guidance of these prophetic figures. As we reflect on the profound journey through the remaining time of the world, it is essential to acknowledge the impact of these discussions on the course of history. The ideas and debates presented by scholars and prophets have left an indelible mark on human thought and have shaped civilizations across time. From the earliest musings about the nature of time to the intricate calculations of the world's lifespan, each discussion has contributed to our understanding of our place in the cosmos. Furthermore, the examination of signs that signal the end of the world encourages us to remain vigilant and prepared. By recognizing the potential indicators of our world's final days, we are inspired to lead more meaningful lives, emphasizing the importance of faith, righteousness, and spiritual awareness. Finally, the concept of a divine day spanning thousands of years challenges our human perception of time and invites us to embrace humility in the face of the divine. It reminds us that our limited human understanding cannot fully comprehend the mysteries of existence, and that the vastness of time and space continues to hold profound mysteries. As we conclude this exploration of the remaining time of the world, let us carry forward the legacy of inquiry, embrace the lessons of faith, and recognize the interconnectedness of all existence. May the wisdom of scholars and the guidance of prophets continue to illuminate our path as we navigate the complexities of time and strive to live lives of purpose and meaning. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. If you found this exploration thought-provoking and insightful, don't forget to like and share for more captivating historical discussions. Together, let's continue to unravel the fascinating narratives that have shaped our world.